Folks, I've been in this league for over 2 decades, scouting, analyzing, digging through the tape. And I can tell you right now, I've never seen anything like what's happening behind the scenes in the NFL today. Something so colossal, so unprecedented, that it's about to shake the foundations not just of one franchise, but of the entire league. I guarantee what I'm about to reveal isn't just a rumor. It's a secret that elite insiders are whispering about in corridors where deals are made in the dead of night. And trust me, you want to stay locked in, because what's coming will redefine everything you thought you knew about NFL power plays, quarterback movements, and the future of a franchise that's on the cusp of a historic transformation. But before I get into the meat of this, you need to do your part. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next, and activate that notification bell. Because the moment I drop the full story, the moment this rumor turns into reality, you'll be the first to know. Stay with me, and you're not just watching a video. You're stepping inside the inner circle where the real game is played. Welcome to the most explosive inside intel you'll hear all year. Now let's peel back the curtain and go behind the scenes. What's really happening? How could this NFL juggernaut, San Francisco 49ers, possibly pull off a move that seems impossible on paper? That's what we're here to dissect, and I'll tell you now, everything points to a seismic shift that might just cost the league's elite franchises their sleep for the next decade. Let's start with the team's current state. The 49ers, as of January 22, 2026, are a squad sitting at a crossroads. They're a team built on a foundation of elite defense, innovative scheme, and one of the most creative offensive minds in Kyle Shanahan. Yet their quarterback situation has always been a question mark, despite having a roster that looks like a championship contender on paper. Their defense, led by stars like Nick Bosa and emerging talents like Drake Jackson, has been a top 10 unit all year despite injuries. But it's the quarterback position that's been their Achilles heel, at least until now. This is where the story deepens. Brock Purdy, the so-called Mr. Irrelevant turned franchise star, has faced setbacks. Injury, inconsistency, whispers that his ceiling isn't quite enough to carry this team over the top. The 49ers have been on the hunt for a game-changing, elite signal caller all season long. And a recent coaching alignment shift, Gus Bradley taking over defensive duties after Robert Sale left for the Tennessee Titans, speaks volumes. The front office is playing chess, not checkers. Yet amid this chaos, the name that's beginning to dominate whispers in NFL circles isn't a young rookie or a veteran reclamation project. No, it's a name that's been a legend since his LSU days, a quarterback whose elite talent and leadership are undeniable. Joe Burrow. And I'm telling you now, every sign points to the fact that Burrow is about to become a San Francisco 49er, and it's happening sooner than anyone expected. Let's get into the meat of this. Why Joe Burrow? Why now? What makes this move not just possible but inevitable? First, the breakdown of the 49ers' weaknesses can't be ignored. Their offensive line, despite improvements, still struggles with consistency, especially against high-end pass rushers. Their receiving core, though talented, lacks the elite separation threat and game-changing big plays that a true franchise quarterback demands. Defensively, the unit remains dominant, but in today's NFL, the offense needs to elevate to a new level, something only a true signal caller like Burrow can provide. Now, strip that down and look at what the analytics say. Statistically, Burrow's numbers are staggering when healthy. Over his career, he's averaging over 4,500 yards and 34 touchdowns per season, with an elite completion percentage hovering around 68%. His advanced metrics, QBR, EPA per play, true completion percentage, place him among the league's very best. But what truly sets Burrow apart is his ability to elevate his teammates, especially under pressure. His clutch play in 2021, taking the Bengals to the Super Bowl as a rookie, remains a testament to his Hall of Fame potential. Enter the film study, what makes Burrow the perfect fit for Shanahan's scheme. His pocket movement is surgical, rarely giving up sacks even under pressure. His pre-snap reads are lightning fast, allowing him to adjust protections and find open receivers with pinpoint accuracy. His deep ball touch is elite, and his ability to throw on the run opens up the offense in ways few quarterbacks can replicate. The combination of elite arm talent and cerebral processing creates a perfect storm of a quarterback tailored for Shanahan's system. And here's where things get even more intriguing. Multiple reports from credible NFL insiders suggest that the 49ers have been quietly monitoring Burrow's availability during their internal meetings, especially since his 2025 season was marred by injury and inconsistency. The whispers about a potential trade gained weight after their low-key meetings with Bengals reps during the NFL Combine and Pro Days. Could this finally be the move that shifts momentum? I believe so. Now, let's talk mechanics. How would this trade actually unfold? It's one of the most complicated deals I've seen in recent memory. The Bengals aren't just going to give up their franchise quarterback without a fight. Burrow's contract, signed in 2023, has him locked in at an average of $55 million annually through 2028. That's a significant cap hit, especially with his age and production. For the 49ers, they'll need to make a bold move, probably involving multiple first-round picks, young defensive stars, and perhaps a veteran or two for salary cap relief. The most logical trade package would look something like this. 49ers parting with their 2026 first-round pick, a high-upside young linebacker or edge rusher like Drake Jackson, plus a veteran player, say a defensive back or a tight end, to balance out the roster. They could also include future draft capital to sweeten the deal. Why? Because Burrow isn't just a rental, he's a franchise-changing player who instantly elevates the team's Super Bowl window. The Bengals, facing a rebuild, and with a quarterback on record saying he loves Cincinnati, but also aware of the NFL's unforgiving nature, may see this as the perfect opportunity to cash in on the highest value they've ever had. With Burrow's injury history, they could leverage a trade soon before another setback, a risk they might be willing to take if it means bolstering their rebuild with multiple high picks. From a salary cap perspective, the Niners would have to make some adjustments. They're among the league's top spenders with cap space tight but manageable, especially if they include some veteran restructures or release moves. Burrow's $55 million AAV is hefty, but Shanahan's offensive genius can unlock his full potential, making this a win-win on pure football terms. What about the fit? Scheme-wise, this is a match made in heaven. Shanahan's offense, rooted in precision passing and quick reads, is built for a quarterback with Burrow's skill set. His ability to adapt protections, throw in tight windows, and stretch defenses deep aligns perfectly with Shanahan's play design. Furthermore, the Niners' receivers, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle, would flourish with a quarterback who can operate at this high level. Comparing Burrow to other elite QBs, he's in the same tier as Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in terms of arm talent and clutch gene. Yet he's the most cerebral, a playoff-caliber leader who thrives under pressure. His experience in high-stakes games, combined with Shanahan's innovative scheme, could turn the Niners into an unstoppable juggernaut in 2026 and beyond. But let's not forget the potential pitfalls. This move isn't without risk. Burrow's injury history raises red flags, and the price tag could be astronomically high, costing draft capital, key players, and cap space. If the trade doesn't work out or if Burrow's health deteriorates, it could set the franchise back years. Still, the reward. An immediate Super Bowl contender with one of the most talented quarterbacks of his generation at the helm. A dynamic offense that's already stacked with weapons, now led by a player who can elevate everyone around him. Imagine the highlight reels, Burrow threading needles, throwing bombs to Samuel and Ayuk, crossing up defenses and leading late-game comebacks that would make the 49ers fan base delirious. Now, here's my final verdict. I believe this isn't just a pipe dream. It's a carefully calculated move being whispered about in the league's inner sanctum. The stars are aligning, Burrow's recent injury and the Bengals' uncertain future, Shanahan's offensive genius, and the 49ers' window of opportunity. The pieces fit perfectly. What to watch for? Keep an eye on the upcoming league meetings, the Combine whispers, and any leaks from agents and insiders. The trade could be pushed through as early as the NFL draft, perhaps even before the start of free agency. It's about timing, leverage, and the league's appetite for blockbuster moves. And when this deal drops, the NFL landscape will never be the same. Burrow in San Francisco would be more than a player exchange. It's a statement that the 49ers are ready to claim their place in history, that they're willing to chase greatness at all costs. It's the kind of move that defines a generation, reshapes careers, and cements legacies. So buckle up. We're on the brink of something historic. The question is if this happens, but when. And when it does, you'll want to say you heard it here first. Stay tuned, because the biggest NFL story of 2026 is about to unfold.